Guys, this is Shekar. Now I'm gonna talk about logical operators in SQL language in Oracle database. Let us take a while to look on this session to understand how we can perform these logical operators. Yeah, here we have three types of logical operators are there. Here, first one is AND operator, second one is OR operator, then last one is NOT operator. So let us see one by one to understand how we can perform these operators in Oracle database. So I need to see the definition of AND operator here. So AND operator, it returns true. It returns true if both the components conditions are true. It returns true if both the components conditions are true. But it returns false if any of component condition or both component conditions are false. So it returns true if both the components conditions are true, but it returns false if any of the components conditions or both of the component conditions are false. So to understanding these two statements of the AND operator, here we have two sets A and B. So let us see these conditions in two sets. So if set A is having the condition is true and set B is also true, then it will returns in output, it returns AND operator returns true. Similarly, if A set is returns true, then B set is returns false, then AND operator returns false. So similarly, if A set is returns false, then B set is written true, then also AND operator returns false. In the case both the sets returns false, then an AND operator returns false in the output. So if you see the suitable example for this particular AND operator, you can easily understand how we can use this AND operator in Oracle database. For that, here we have the questions. Here we have two questions are there. He is asking question number 1. He is asking write a query to display the details of employees. Write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is greater than 1000 and whose salary is less than 2000 from EMP table from a particular organization. He is asking write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is greater than 1000 and whose salary is less than 2000 from EMP table of a particular company. So for that, I am going to connect to the Oracle database by using SQL Plus tool to understand this question. To give the required answer for the question, I need to connect to the Oracle database by using SQL Plus tool. I got connected to the Oracle database by using this SQL Plus tool. So I need to clear the screen to understand this concept easily. So I want to clear the screen. So here we have the default table EMP. So I need to see how many records, that means I want to see how many rows and columns are there in the EMP table. That is why I am using the query. We know very well to retrieve any particular table details. Here we have the query is select star from star means all columns of a particular table, and the table name is here EMP. So here we have the EMP table is having 8 columns and 14 rows. That means the 14 employees are working under this organization. So we need to find the required details. Whatever he asking in the question, write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is greater than 1000 and whose salary is less than 2000. So that is why I'm using the query in terms of SQL language means. So I'm using the query is select star meant all columns I need to fetch out from which table, EMP table. Here I am mentioning the condition according to the condition has been given in the question. So I am giving the condition is here. Please find out the details of the employees whose salary is greater than 1000 and whose salary is less than 2000. So I need to fetch the employees details. Those employees salary is greater than 1000 and those employees salary is less than 2000. So if I use this query, if I run this query, I will get the details of the employees, those who are getting the salary is greater than 1000 and salary is less than 2000. So let us see the result, what will be happened in the result. So we got the 6 employees details. because that six records, that six employees only getting the salary as salary is greater than 1000 and less than 2000. So this is the way to understand what is the way to understand how can we use this AND operator in Oracle database. So let us see the second question to understand very easily this AND operator, how we can perform. So let us take let us see this second question. What he is asking, write a query to display the name, job, salary columns of employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 1500. So we need to write the query to display, that means to find out the name, job, salary of employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 1500 and less than or equal to 5000, and he is mentioning the third condition is and whose job is this manager. So here our question is to find out those who are getting the salary is greater than or equal to 1500 and less than or equal to 5000, and his job must be a manager. He is asking the question. We need to find out the required answer for this question. So I'm giving the answer in terms of query is. For that I just want to clear the screen to easily understanding. So here we have the table EMP. I need to fetch the records of the table. So our table name is EMP. Here we have the 8 columns in EMP table and 14 rows are there. That means the 14 employees are working under this EMP table, EMP organization. So I need to find out the employee details from EMP table. I'm writing the query, I'm mentioning the star. I no need to mention star here, means why I don't need the star means here he is asking only name column, job column and salary column of the particular employees, those who are getting the salary is greater than or equal to 1500 and less than or equal to 5000 and his job is a manager. So he is asking only 3 columns data we need to fetch. He is asking we need to please fetch the name column data and job column and salary column data of employees whose salary is greater than or equal to 1500 and less than or equal to 5000 and who is working as a manager. So he is asking the conditions in the question is like that only. So that is why I don't need a star here. If I mention star means it will get the all columns details. If I mention the star means it will get the EMP number, that means employee number column details also we will get, and e-name column also we will get, job column we will get, MGR column we will get, and joining date, that means hire data column we will get, salary column we will get, as like commission and department number columns also we will get. If I mention star means I will get all these columns data. So here I don't need the star. Why I don't need means he is asking only name column, is asking only name column, job column, salary column. That's why I have to mention only these column names here. So name column means here name represents in the EMP table is e-name, and he is asking job column data and he is asking salary column data of from which table, EMP table of the employees. And I am giving the condition according to the question, whatever he has been given in the whatever the conditions he has given in the question is, please find out the employee detail, please find out the e-name, job, salaries of the employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 1500. That means salary is greater than or equal to 1500. I am mentioning here. And is asking the second condition whose salary is less than or equal to 5000, whose salary is less than or equal to 5000, and he is asking his job is manager. He is working please get the details of the employees, those who are working as a manager. The third condition is like that only. Just see the question once again, just to understanding how we can write the answer for this question is, write a query to display the name column, job column, salary column of employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 1500 and less than or equals to 5000 and that employee is working as a manager. So according to this statement I need to mention the here job status of that particular employee is job is equal to manager, job is equal to manager. So manager is in the form of characters now. Generally Oracle allows the character in between the single quotes only. So I am mentioning a manager name here in between the single quotes. So whatever he asked the conditions in the given question, I mentioned here according to this query. So by using this query, I will get the details of e-name column, I will get the details of job column, I will get the details of salary column of employees. Those who are getting the salary is greater than or equal to 1500 and less than or equal to 5000, and job is equal to manager. Job is equal to manager. So let us see. Yeah. So by using this end operator, I will get these many 3 columns data of a particular employees according to our given condition. Those employees are getting the salary is greater than 1500 and they are getting the salary is less than 500 and their job is equal to manager. So here we need to check the condition. If the A set condition, this is the B set condition. So we have to satisfy this both set condition. Then only it returns true. So if these both sets conditions are true, then only it returns true. So so here this salary is less than or equal to greater than or equal to 1500 means, so 2975 satisfied this condition, and salary is greater than or equal to 5,000 less than or equal to 5000 means here 2975 satisfied this condition, and job is also manager. So Jones' job is also manager. That's why we got this records here. Similarly, Blake and Clark also getting the same have been satisfied the same rule here. So if the condition, if the set A condition is true, then set B condition is true, then only end operator returns the output true. So this is the way to understand the end operator in Oracle database. So let us see the next. Next topic is OR operator. OR operator, it returns true if either of the both component conditions are true. So OR operator returns true if either of the both components returns true. So that means, so it returns to either of any one of the A and B sets returns true, then only it returns true. If both the sets returns false, then only it returns false. In another case, if any one of the both the two sets returns true, it will returns true. So this is the concept of OR condition. If you see the suitable example for OR operator, you can easily understand. Write a query to display the details of employees. Whose job is manager, or whose department number is 20. So let us write the query in terms of SQL language. So for that, I just want to clear the screen. So here I want to see the details of employee table here. For that, I'm using this query. Let's start from EMB. So here we have the table having 8 columns and 14 rows. That means 14 employees are working under this organization. We need to find the details of the employees. For that, I'm using the query is select star. Star means I need to get the all columns data from EMP table, and I'm mentioning where condition here. Whatever the conditions are he has asked in the question. So please get the details of the employees, those whose job is manager and whose department number is 20, or whose department number is 20. So I need to mention that condition here. Whose job is a manager. Manager is in the form of characters. Now that's why I'm checking this manager name in between the single quotes, and R is asking whose department number is 20. So if I run this query, it will fetch out the records of those who are working as a manager. So that many records it will fetch it out here, and those who are working under the 28th department, that many employees records are we going to fetch it out. So by using this query, what it is, how it is fetching, so So it will check who is working as a manager. It will check, this query will check who is working as a manager in this organization. So it will check, and who is working under the 20th department number. Here what happens, in R condition, R operator, by using R operator among these two conditions. So here what is happening, manager condition is not depending upon the department number condition. So, and vice versa. That means department number condition is also not depending upon the manager condition. That is why it will get the details of employees, those who are getting the manager, and also it will get the records of the employees, those who are working under the 28th department. So let us see the output for this query. Yeah, there are 7 employees, there are 7 rows, there are 7 employees are working as a manager, and they are working under the 28th department. Let us see. Smith is working under the 28th department, but he is not a manager. Still it is there in the output. Why it is there in the output? We are giving the details, we are giving the condition is department number is 20. We need to, that meaning is we need to get the employees details, those who are getting those who are working under the 20th department. That's why we got the Smith name here, Smith record here. So similarly, Jones is working as a manager, and his department number is 20. So Blake is working as a manager, that's why we fetched out here. So because we gave the job is equal to manager, that's why we fetched out that Blake record, and similarly Clark record also we fetched out because he is working as a manager. Similarly, just find out this Scott record. We fetched out Scott record, but he is not working as a manager. Still we are getting this Scott details in the output. Why it is happened means, the Scott is working under the 20th department. So here just observe this logic. So here those who are not working as a manager, but they are working under the 20th department, that many recalls also here we fetched out. So that is the meaning of this R operator. So Adams is working as a clerk, but he is not working as a manager. Why it is fetched here means he is working under the 28th department. So like Ford is also not working as a manager, but he is working under the 20th department. So this is the meaning of R operator between two conditions. So in Oracle database, this is the way to understand the R operator. So then we have the last question. You can easily we can see the next question to easily understanding this R condition also. Let us see this second question also. Here he mentioned write a query to display the details of employee whose job is clerk. Write a query to display the details of employee whose job is clerk or manager, and whose salary is greater than 1500. So we need to find out the details of the employees whose job is clerk, and we need to fetch the who are working as the clerk job, and we need to find out the who are working as a manager. So and we must fetch the that particular clerk jobbers, and that particular manager jobbers must get the greater than 1500 salary. Must get the salary is greater than 1500. So I will tell you the answer in terms of query for that question is. So I need to clear the screen. Again I fetch the records of the employee table here. So let's start from EMP to know the result, to know the details of EMP table. So here we have here we have the 8 columns in EMP table, and 14 employees are working under the EMP organization. So we need to fetch records of we need to fetch details of the employees. That's why I'm using star. Star means it will fetch the all columns data from EMP table, and here I mentioned the where class condition, whatever he asked in the question. So he is asking, please get the details of the employees whose job is clerk or manager. So I need to mention the condition here, whose job is clerk. Clerk is in the form of characters. Characters always should be in single quotes in Oracle. So that is why I'm taking single quotes, clerk name in between the single quotes. So and or is asking or whose job is equal to manager, right? Manager is what is asking, his job is manager. So the manager is also in the form of character, that's why I'm using this manager name in between the single quotes. Manager, and is giving the end condition, and is giving the end statement. So end whose salary is greater than or whose salary is greater than 1500, whose salary is greater than 1500. So I need to mention the end condition here, and whose salary, that means salary column, is greater than. So is asking greater than 1500. So I need to mention the greater than 1500 here, 1500. So it will fetch, if I run this query, it will fetch how many employees are working as a clerk, and that many records, and they must getting the salary is greater than 1500. Or it will fetch the records, records of the employees who are working as a manager, they must get the salary is greater than 1500. That many number of employees records we are going to fetching by using this query. Let us see the output. Yeah, so we got the output. So here we have the three employees are records are there, three employees records are there. Their job is manager, so their jobs are manager only. We skipped the clerk job. Why we skipped clerk job means, here our given condition is we need to fetch the records of employees, those who are working as a clerk, or those who are working as a clerk, and they must get the salary is greater than 1500. So let us check the EMP table. The EMP table, the clerk job holders are getting the salary is greater than 1500 or not. Let us check the EMP table. Here we have the EMP table. How many members are working as a clerk? So here Smith is working as a clerk, but his salary is 800. This 800 is not greater than or equal to, no, this 800 is not greater than 1500. That's why we skipped this Smith record here. So then next who is the employee is working as a clerk means, so here Adam is working as a clerk, but his salary is 1100. So according to our end condition, according to our given condition, this 1100 is less than the 1500, but our condition is salary is greater than 1500, then only we can fetch that record only. So that is why we skipped this Adams record also. And the next employee James is also working as a clerk, but his salary is also 950. That means this 950 is less than 1500. Actually we given the condition is salary is must greater than 1500. So here 950 is less than 1500. That's why we skipped this James record also. So here we check the output result. John is working as a manager, and John, let us see in the EMP table, Jones is working as a manager, and his salary is 2975. So 2975 is greater than the 1500. So that salary, that means that 2975 is greater than the 1500. So here condition is satisfied here. That's why we fetched that's why this query fetched the Jones record. Similarly, Blake, just see the EMP table. Blake is working as a manager, and his salary is 2850. So according to our given condition, our salary, that means 2850 is greater than the 1500. So here also the condition has been satisfied. So that's why this query fetched out the record of Blake. So like this clerk, find out the clerk in the EMP table. Clerk is working as a manager, and his salary is also 2450. According to our given condition, this 2450 is greater than 1500. The condition is true. That's why it fetched out the clerk record also. So that is why this is the result of the this query. Select star from EMP where job is equal to clerk or job is equal to manager, and they must get the salary is greater than 1500. So So this is the way to understand the OR operator in Oracle database. Then here we have the next operator is not operator. So let us see the definition for this not operator. This not operator returns true. This not operator returns true if the condition is false. So it returns true if the condition is false, and it returns false if the condition is true. So it returns true if the condition is false, and it returns false if the condition is true. So let us take a suitable example to understand. So he is asking in the below of the page, write a query to display the details of employees whose name is not equals to James from EMP table from of a particular organization. So he is asking, write a query to display the details of employees whose name is not equals to James. Whose name, let us observe clearly the condition is whose name is not equals to James from EMP table. So for that I need to explain this query in Oracle database. For that I just want to clear the screen, and I'm fetching the records of EMP table here to understand easily. So here we have the EMP table having 8 columns and 14 rows. That means 14 employees are working under this EMP organization. So he is asking in the question is, please find out the details of employee whose name is not equals to Smith, whose name is not equals to James, whose name is not equals to James. That's why I'm giving the query, I'm giving the answer in terms of query means I need to mention select. I need to get the all columns data from EMP table, all columns data from EMP table, and I'm mentioning where class condition here. What he is asking, please fetch out the records, the details of the employee whose name is not equals to James. That means we need to use the not operator here. Whose name in the sense in Oracle name in the sense in EMP table, name column represents the e name. So that's why instead of name I'm giving the e name, because we mentioned the column name column in the EMP table is e name. So please find out the details of the employee whose name is not equals to James. He is asking like that only in question. So that's why I'm giving this condition in where class. I'm giving the condition is not e name is equal to James. James is in the form of characters now. That's why I'm giving this James name in between the single quotes. So by using this query, I will get the answer. Having the details of the employees whose name is not equals to James. So let us check. It will check if I run this. If I write this query, it will check this condition on this EMP table. How it will check means let us see. So if I give this condition, it will checking by one employees names. So first it checks the Smith name. So our given condition e name is called James. Here employee name is Smith. So our given condition e name is called James is not matching to each other. So the condition is false. If the condition is false, not operator returns the true. That means it returns the Smith name. It returns the Smith name in the output. Similarly, the next you should go to the next row. So here we have given the e name is called James. The James is also not matching with the Ellen. That's why the condition is false. Condition false means it returns true in the output. That means it returns Ellen name record in the output. So similarly, when it comes to third row, here we mentioned e name is called James, but word is not matching to the James. So the condition is false. If the condition is false means the not operator returns this. Returns true. That means it returns word details. Similarly, when it comes to like this so on, when it comes to James column, so here we have given e name is called James, and it is matched to the matched to the row of the James column, James name. So here the condition is true, then not operator in Oracle returns false. That means it will skip the James record in the output table. Let us see what will be happens in the output by using this query means. So yeah, we got the records having 13 records having the employee names except James. Here the question is like that only. He is asking write a query to display the details of employees whose name is not equals to James from EMP table. So that is why I'm giving the condition is by using the not operator. So I need to get the details of the all columns data. That's why I'm mentioning star here from EMP table, and in where clause I mentioned according to the condition whatever he is giving in the given question. So please fetch out the details of the employee whose name is not equals to James. So that's why I need to fetch the records of the employees those whose name is not equals to James. So except that James name, we got the all the employees details here. So this is the meaning of this query. So this is the purpose of not operator in Oracle database. So this is the concept of logical operators in Oracle database. This is a very simple topic and easy topic and very useful topic in Oracle database. So I hope you guys understand very well. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.